You already know, right? You know you do. And it's starting to get absurd to pretend like you don't. It's starting to get absurd to pretend like you don't know what you already know, that you're the version of you that you already are. And the sooner that you understand that it is important for you to stop pretending, I think the sooner life gets to be a little bit more easeful for you. Not because there is a reward, not necessarily because there is a reward in, an external reward in admitting to yourself that you already know and that you're already this version of you, but there is this deep satisfaction and fulfillment in not pretending anymore, in not gaslighting yourself into convincing other people, but most definitely yourself, of something or someone that you're not anymore. Hi. that was an intro. And this is my fourth time trying to record this reading. And my laptop is not working quite well at this time, so I'm letting her rest. I'm recording on my phone. I know that this is gonna work out well. But hi, that was intense. And it's intense in a way because we have the High Priestess here as our first card. And, I'm just gonna tell you what the cards are and then how things are being shown to me at this time. I don't know if I'm gonna circle back to whatever I said in the intro, but here we are. We have the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Pentacles. That is, if I'm not mistaken, this is also the Star card. And we also have the Five of Cups. Oh, and in this deck, the High Priestess is also the Two of Pentacles. So it's fun. It's a fun deck. I love her so much. And it's funny because when I chose this deck of mine, and while I was shuffling, I was telling her, I was talking to the deck and talking to my other decks because they're in front of me. I was talking about how, you know what, this deck that I'm using right now is one of my more gentler decks. Which is funny now that I just said whatever I said in the intro, because that didn't feel like the most gentle message, but contrary to what that was in the beginning, this is one of my more gentler decks. And with the cards in front of me right now, we're gonna talk about emptiness. It's interesting, right? Because I think we're gonna go back to what I said in the beginning, which is admitting to yourself and being very honest with yourself about who you already are and where you're already at, what stage you are in life already, the positioning you have, being honest about all of that. Because there is a huge, not just a huge part, but the entirety of this reading, I think, is centered around that emptiness. And that's where you're at right now. The feeling of not being where you were, but also not where you're going yet. Of not being the version of you that you were before, but also not quite landing into the version that you are becoming. There's a lot of empty space there. And, usually people would talk about how if there's empty space, then there's a lot of possibility, and it's ripe for it's a wonderful place for creation because there's nothing there. You can basically start creating or start decorating your life into like whatever it is that you want to put or create there, because it's empty space. You've let go of whatever was there that was pulling you down or was just heavy baggage, or what has become heavy baggage, and now you are starting the process of creating something that is more aligned and more resonant with you and what is in your best and highest good in accordance with the divine. It's exciting, and it's also pretty scary because it's empty. And I think we tend to not give ourselves a lot of grace whenever we are in stages in our lives that are not necessarily bright and flowery and full of success and evidence and weapons of bragging to other people. When you're in the emptiness, there's nothing there. There's nothing for you to pinpoint. There's nothing for you to show off as evidence or proof. There's probably so little that you can hold on to. And so when we're in that space, it tends to, it's easy to just not be graceful towards ourselves and our emotions and what we're going through. But it's a lot. It's no joke. The journey that you have taken to get to where you are right now in the middle of your emptiness is no joke. And the journey that you are currently embarking within that emptiness is also no joke. Because it's so easy to go back to who you were. It is so easy to go back to unhealthy habits, vices, addictions, negative tendencies, negative, I'm gonna say negative as in not helpful to you, dissonance, all of that. It is so easy to reach out to that because that is familiar, that is something you already know. And you are creating something. You, in that emptiness, the fact that you are actively choosing or actively setting the intention and then following through on that, aka actively choosing to not reach out to the past you anymore, that is a completely different journey in and of itself. And I hope you understand how amazing you are in just choosing to go through that. I hope you understand that. You choosing to plant those seeds and sit and just stare at the soil for days and weeks and months before even a little sprout comes up without forcing the plant to grow, without reprimanding it for growing slower, or for just doing the things that you used to do that distracted you from witnessing the beauty of the growth, or witnessing the beauty of your growth. The fact that you're actively choosing that is so amazing. And I hope you understand that. And in the midst of all of that as well, just you dealing with your emotions, your emotional body, your mental body, your energetic spiritual body, and whatever it is coming through in your physical body as well. Because what happens in the emptiness, things pop up. Maybe things that we have already hashed out, and they're there to kind of be rehashed for whatever reason, whether it is because there's still wisdom there, or it's just you needing to reinforce the wisdom. It's no joke that you have to face those as well. And yeah, maybe you're not where you would have wanted to be in already, as you have reached that whatever age you're at whenever you're listening to this. But also, you're right where you need to be, in the middle of this emptiness, in the middle of you just having your tools. I'm seeing a tool shed, you being in like a garage and building something, and you have the tools, you have the materials. Maybe there are materials that you still have to acquire, or tools that you still have to acquire, but you're building all of that. You're acquiring all of the materials and the tools that you need, and you start creating. Do you know carpentry? I don't know. There's watching a lot of furniture flips on on social media account. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to. I'll have to practice, me personally, if I had to flip furniture, because that's not something I do normally. I don't think I've ever flipped furniture at all. Why do I say normally? Anyway, so you have all these tools and all these materials, and now is a matter of, okay, you have that, and now you get to build something new. You get to build a new chair or a new bed. And yes, you can go and get your old chair and your old bed. Maybe it's because it already exists, then you can reach out to it whenever and just, I'll just use this for a while. But you know that the chair is already old and rickety, and when you sit on it, if you choose to sit on it, it's gonna break. And maybe the bed is already too small for you to fit because of how much you've grown. And so it's like, yeah, that's easy. And the task in front of you, should you choose to embark it, is gonna be challenging. But that's something you choose to do, and you are actively choosing it. And I'm not saying it as in like you choose to do it as in you just have to choose and then do it. No, it's something that you're already actively choosing to do. You're already in the middle of it. You might have already cut some boards and chosen the paint and started to nail some stuff, or wood glue some stuff. I don't know what material you're using, but you've already started it. And this is just confirmation for you that you're on the right path. Sometimes it's hard to look at the emptiness around you and and feel that you are on the right path, that you're going in the right direction, and maybe this is just what you needed to hear. Someone outside of you telling you, hey, you're already doing a good job and you're on the right path. Keep going. The raw materials and the tools that have not been, the materials are not going to stay raw for long because you're already using them. Sooner or later, you'll get to a finished product and you'll be so proud that you stuck through with it and really built something from it. Everything is worth it. Your efforts are worth it. Your experiences are worth getting through and surviving and processing through. The tears you've shed are worth it. All the times that you've screamed at the divine, gotten angry at the divine, it's all worth it. The fact that you are in the middle of the emptiness right now is proof. It doesn't seem like it because there's nothing there. But it is proof that you've already left where you were before. You've already opted out of the life that you had before, that you have wanted to opt out of for so long. And you've already done it. And now it is a matter of continuing, staying the course, doubling down on your intentions, doubling down on the game plan that you have created for yourself, because you know it's true, you know it's gonna help, you know that you're on the right path. And just know that there is someone out here who believes in you, so much, and who knows that you're gonna get through it and you're gonna come out the other side beautiful and amazing, with so much wisdom, so much experience, so much growth, and so much light glowing from the inside out. You are amazing, and you can do it. Not me ending with really generic words of encouragement, but there we are. Yeah. I hope this helps you in any way that it gets to, as you are continuing on your journey right now. And if you are on the lookout for someone to read your cards for you in a one-on-one way, personal readings are available from me if you want to get it from me. But yeah, I'll see you in the next reading that you choose to read, that you choose to listen to. Bye bye.